Welcome back. Small business owners in Uganda have been benefiting from savings and credit cooperatives, popularly known as SACCOs, in the country to help them expand their trade. SACCOs generally offer lower interest rates to members compared to normal bank rates. Members of Parliament are now pushing for more stringent regulation of SACCOs.
2 years ago, Jane Kiwanuka was struggling to access funds for her cash-starved chicken business. The farmer, based in Kampala's Mukono district, says she approached several banks, but none was willing to give her credit without collateral security. Kiwanuka then signed up with God Alive Financial Services, a savings and loan cooperative, and was able to borrow $28 to pump into her business and expand. When she started out, she had 40 chicks. Now she has well over 400 layers. The farmer sells at least 21 trays of eggs every week, which earns her about $200. Kiwanuka also keeps pigs and grows bananas and other crops.
My income has really increased. Before, it was impossible to buy chicken feed on credit. The dealer would say they also need cash to restock. Today, I get chicken feed whenever I need it because I can easily borrow money from my SACCO.
Small loans are helping millions of Africans as microfinance institutions expand on the continent, empowering micro-entrepreneurs and alleviating poverty. Microfinance has been around for decades, but has mushroomed in recent years, especially in Asia, where more than 100 million people have access to microcredit, according to a Microcredit Summit campaign. It has become increasingly popular in Africa, with Uganda being one of the countries with the highest uptake of the model. Uganda's God Alive Financial Services has over 8,000 members, mostly caters to women and offers training programs like basic accounting to help members run their businesses more effectively.
People do not have security, they live to us, but they guarantee each other. Someone comes without much, but they have a business they can sustain. So with growth of that business, they will later have security, because when the business grows, they acquire assets.
Members of Parliament have been pushing for new regulations in the country, saying SACCOs has been operating without comprehensive regulation, leaving the money of millions of depositors at risk.
We are going to see challenge of integrating technology in a positive sense, because technology has a way of being predatory. It can pick out only the good ones, but you want it to benefit the whole base.
A 2012 report from the World Bank showed small and medium-sized businesses have a capitalization of between $3 to $15 million, making up to 80% of Africa's private sector, contributing 50% of the new jobs in sub-Saharan Africa, and adds 20% to the continent's gross domestic product.
Let's take a look at more businesses. This time we're in Libya to have a feel of how businesses are faring in the Ramadan season. Libyans in Misrata have hit the streets to buy gifts for Eid al-Fitr despite economic woes in the country. Now this comes as political uncertainty and an increase in inflation have put a burden on consumers. Take a look.
Markets in the streets of Libya's Misrata city were packed with shoppers ahead of Eid festivities that take place over 3 days. Misrata Market, a sanctuary for bargain hunters, was heaving with shoppers keen to pick up goods despite the financial strain on families. Customers purchased new clothes to wear on Eid day, whilst parents tried to keep children happy with new toys.
This Eid isn't like other Eids. The situation is very dry. There isn't much business because of the rise in the dollar and the rise in prices, in addition to the shortage of funds. Not many customers are shopping, and this goes back to the state of the country in general. Despite the difficult living situation and lack of funds, I was able to buy my children a few things. I couldn't bear not getting them anything, but thank God I did. I can see the people here are enjoying themselves. despite the ongoing crisis in Libya.
Pastry shops were just as busy as customers picked up traditional delicacies for friends and family, choosing to ignore increased prices.
Buying pastries, especially Arab and local pastries, is considered a Eid tradition. It is necessary because it is usually given to guests or gifted amongst people, and despite the price increase, there is still demand for these pastries.
The Libyan economy, highly dependent on oil sales, has seen its output reduced, and falling prices have slashed revenues to a fraction of their former levels. Libya slid into turmoil after Muammar Gaddafi's overthrow in 2011, with rival governments and armed alliances competing for power.
Just before we go, no less than 50 traditional rulers and district heads from the Bauchi Emirate Council participated in this year's Hawan Daushe, an annual Durbar festival in the state. The Durbar festival is a long-standing tradition that comes with important festivities like the Eid al-Fitr celebration.
The Durbar has been in practice for over 100 years in the northern part of Nigeria. It's a tradition that Bauchi State is guarding so jealously. Traditional rulers, district heads, warriors and hunters adorned in colorful traditional regalia display talents on a show that symbolizes strength. The occasion begins on Salah Day as the governor pays homage to the emir at his palace, and together they receive procession of horse riders and other performance. Then comes the grand event. A day after Salah, the emir returns the gesture and pays homage to the governor at the government house. Procession after procession, this performance displays skills and styles, including daring the wildlife. Children are not left out, just as other residents of Bauchi from other parts of the country also join in the celebration. It's a difficult time for motorists and other road users as they share every available space with a drove of spectators who are not about to miss a thing.
When I don't even travel, I have to wait after today. Maybe even if I want to travel, then I will travel after.
I have traveled to many countries, but about this celebration, the best celebration which I see it in my life.
In a classic case of saving the best for the last, the emir takes his turn, a moment eagerly awaited and obviously the climax of the Durbar.
That's Network Africa. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jokia Rogers.